This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. So today, I'm going to show you this clip of Charles Barkley, and he's letting it all out talking about how the NBA had to create that second apron rule because of all these star players teaming up. He's not naming names lightly either. He's calling out the whole mentality of today's players, saying they don't want to compete, they just want to group up and chase rings. He brings up LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and all these so-called super teams that have shaped the league in the last decade. And in true Barkley fashion, he keeps it brutally honest, even throwing in a wild line about players joining teams that beat them. It's funny, but there's a real message under it all. Check this clip out.
Second apron thing Hey, cut the bullshit. They ain't got no dumb rules. Let me tell you something. I'm so glad you asked that question.
Is this a second apron defense?
Yes. Why did they have to come up with bullshit rules, Bill? Because all these guys want to play together and not compete. If I had $1 for every time I heard the second apron, why did Adam Silver have to put the second apron in? Because LeBron got all his guys together. KD wanted to go play with the Warriors. I hate when I hear, man, the second apron's not fair. What do you mean it's not fair? If y'all stop all wanting to play together, we wouldn't have to make up bogus rules to stop y'all from playing together.
This is interesting because I completely disagree with you.
Okay.
I think they came up with it because the Players Association, I don't think realized that putting these rules in is going to make all these teams blow up, and you're basically going to be able to afford 2 or 3 guys max, and then you're going to have to cut corners everywhere else. Like the Celtics, they had no chance of keeping Drew Holiday and Porzingis. Like OKC now. They've made all of these really smart moves to put the roster they have together, and they're not going to be able to keep it together even though they were smart. I don't like penalizing people for smart.
What's up? So, what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. Charles Barkley has always been known for speaking his mind, and whether people agree with him or not, he brings up a conversation that's been building for years in the NBA. This idea that players are more focused on teaming up rather than competing head-to-head is something that a lot of old-school fans and former players feel strongly about. The second apron rule wasn't just randomly created, it was put in place to manage how teams spend and try to keep things balanced, especially when some organizations try to build super teams that leave no room for fair competition. Barkley's criticism taps into that larger narrative, especially pointing at stars like LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Now, it's important to say that not everyone sees it that way. Some fans believe that players should have the freedom to choose their situations and that super teams make the league more exciting. But Barkley is arguing that this freedom has come at the cost of competition. And when he calls out KD for joining the Warriors after losing to them, he's not just talking about KD, he's addressing a mindset. For people who grew up watching the league in the 90s or early 2000s, the expectation was that if you lost to a team, you trained harder and tried to beat them next time, not join them. That's what Barkley is reacting to. His comments are loud, direct, and might come off as harsh to some, but the message underneath is about the spirit of the game. Whether you agree or disagree, it opens the floor for discussion about what today's NBA should look like and what values matter most in professional sports. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment and also like this video. I'll see you in the next video.